I live in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, and we have this Facebook group called the Souk to Sydney Rock Hunt. And Souk and Sydney are two cities on either side of Victoria. Victoria is kind of in the middle of them. And the Facebook group has over 2,000 members, and what it is people collect rocks, they paint the rocks, they go hide them on local beaches and in parks, and then they post hints to the group about where they hid them, and other people go and try and find the rocks. So I went to Dallas Road Beach, which is a beach off of kind of downtown Victoria-ish, and I collected a bunch of rocks, and I'm gonna paint them. I think I'm gonna try to do mostly local Victoria things. I really love Victoria. And then we're gonna find a place to go hide them. So this is gonna be kind of a half craft video where I'm gonna paint these rocks with you guys, and then the end of it, I'm gonna go hide the rocks and you can see a bit of Victoria. I have got a bunch of paints to choose from. I have my rocks, and I have some paintbrushes and water and Mod Podge to protect it after I'm done. Okay, so I've got the backgrounds done, and now I have to decide what I'm going to paint on top of all of these. I'll start with this guy, and I'm going to try and do an orca first, because we have orcas off of our coast. Okay, now this next one, I'm not totally sure I'm capable of, and I'm going to try and do the silhouette of a BC Fairy. And still gotta finish the crab. And this silhouette is a harbor ferry. We have little harbor ferries in Victoria that take you from place to place kind of around the inner harbor. Okay, my camera keeps shutting off, so I think we've missed some of the painting here. So I made a little dragon boat and finished up my little harbor ferry, so I have all sorts of boats here. And now I gotta add some waves like I did to the BC ferry. Okay, another thing that's really common in Victoria is arbutus trees. So I think I'm gonna try and do an arbutus tree coming off of these rocks and looking over the ocean, because you often see them doing that. So I think next I'm going to attempt the one that's most likely to fail, which is a harbor seal. We have a lot of seals around here, and they poke their heads up all the time, and they're super cute. So I'm going to do another little silhouette on this sunset of a paddleboarder. So now I'm going to try and do a mountainscape, since we see a lot of mountains across the ocean from Victoria. I wasn't liking the way that this looked, and I just realized why. And it's because that's the sky and that's the ocean. I'm gonna have to make this ocean darker or something, because that doesn't make sense. For my last one, I think I'm gonna do the Fizgard Lighthouse, which is a lighthouse that's kind of pretty touristy in Victoria. I'm gonna do that. Victoria themed rocks. I have an orca because we have orcas, a mountain view with more orcas and a moonlight, a seal that kind of looks like a seal, a silhouette of a BC Ferries, Fizgard Lighthouse, a silhouette of a paddleboarder, which I love to do and we have lots of here, silhouette of dragon boaters, which is the same, we have a lot here and I like doing it, an arbutus tree, classic Victoria, a harbor ferry, and a crab, which I wouldn't say represents Victoria, but it's there nonetheless. I'm gonna let these dry overnight, and then I'm gonna go over the fronts of them with Mod Podge just to seal the paint in and make sure it stays on. And then the next step is going to a beach or going to a park and hiding them for people and then posting clues as to where they are. But for now, these are just gonna dry, and then I'm gonna Mod Podge them to protect them. I finished all the rocks, and I've decided to come hide them in Beacon Hill Park, which is a big, huge park right in the center of downtown Victoria, and it's actually pretty close to where I found the rocks at Dallas Road Beach. So let's go around the park and hide some rocks. Hide the arbutus one in an actual arbutus tree. Park is pretty big. It starts in downtown Victoria and goes all the way over to the ocean. That's Dallas Road Beach. That's where I collected the rocks. And we're gonna hide our last one, the world's tallest totem pole.